Yeah, so let us begin. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, thank you so much for joining in, and thank you for getting connected to us regarding this program. This is going to be a pre-foundation training. I'm purposely calling it pre-foundation because all of us are aspiring to join the foundation program of M. Prakash Institute in the next year, and we are going to try and prepare ourselves for that program more effectively. So I'm calling this program as pre-foundation training. It is going to be for the students in standard 7 and standard 8. Those of you who had attended my 12 lecture series must have just they must be knowing that students of standard 6 and standard 7 attended the 12 lecture series, and this year for the first time through entrance exams we have admitted at M. Prakash Institute a few students going in standard 7 for our foundation program, and for the rest who could not qualify for the foundation program this year, they have been directed to me and Sunil sir, and therefore we have launched this pre-foundation training for standard 7 and standard 8. To begin with, I would like to brief why this program was thought of, why the necessity of this program was felt by the institute. All of you all must be aware that till last 4-5 years, I think till 2018, state board scholarship exams were conducted in standard 4 and 7. And M. Prakash Institute is the pioneer of foundation programs for IIT JEE in Pune. We are the first one to do a foundation program starting from standard 8. The program started in 2003, and students who came in 8th standard at that time, they came through a rigorous selection procedure, workshops, tests followed by that, and then they were admitted to the foundation program. The benefit they were getting was that most of these students are academically strong students, and therefore they have done the 7 standard scholarship curriculum program. They have undergone that sanskar, let us say. They are exposed to some concepts which are little higher compared to their school curriculum. They are exposed to challenging questions which are not stereotyped, and therefore the students that came in 8th standard till last 4-5 years, they were one step up than their school understanding before they came to M. Prakash Institute. For the last 4 or 5 years, scholarship has been shifted to standard 8, resulting students are coming with just their school understanding in 7th standard to us. And that we are experiencing is becoming grossly inadequate to even start our training at M. Prakash Institute. As all of you all are aware, we are plus institute, so we are giving the students much higher than what they would probably get in schools at any point of time, and therefore the entry level for that program also has some eligibility expected, And we were constantly experiencing that the students are really not prepared to even start the program, and we were contemplating how to bridge this gap. This year we have taken this step that those who did not crack the entrance exam, we will be interacting with interested students. I congratulate those who have shown an interest in getting groomed for M. Prakash Institute. There were, if I'm not wrong, around 700, 800 students that had appeared for our entrance test from different times. And out of these students, only 200 to 250 students get admitted, and the rest, out of the rest, so say about 500 to 600 not getting admitted. Out of them, only 30 have inquired for this kind of program, and if I'm not wrong, there are only 10 in this meeting today. So I would like to congratulate and feel happy for the interest that you are showing in doing something for your child. Welcome to the idea. Now, before we proceed, I would really like to bring to your notice the nature of the entrance test of MPI this year. Pertaining to COVID conditions, pertaining to the lot of restrictions. Otherwise, we always have physical tests, rigorous physical tests for the entrance of our foundation program. But pertaining to COVID conditions, we had to take an online test. And this year, we have designed this entrance test based on the 12 lecture series that I had conducted in the month of January. So the core syllabus of this entrance test was only those 6 basic topics. Kindly take a note of this, that every year the syllabus for our entrance foundation is 7 standard entire syllabus of SSC, CBSE and ICSE. And the difficulty level of questions is pretty high. Those who would like to take a glimpse into those questions, I have given, you can visit our website, and you will find question papers of foundation program past years. You can go through those papers and compare the difficulty level of those papers and this year's paper. So with a highly subdued difficulty level of paper, today, whoever students are with me over here, they have not been able to crack the entrance. Please take a note of this, that this was one of the most diluted curriculums for the entrance exam and one of the most easiest entrance tests or questions designed, for which even some many 6th standard students appeared and a few of them have qualified. These 7 standard students who have written the exam are with me today. They have not been able to crack this entrance test. What does this indicate? This indicates that those of you who are really aspiring to be in M. Prakash Institute next year for our 2-year program will need a head over heel effort to get yourselves to the level of MPI training. Please note, students and parents, you will need to work very, very hard. Let us look at the reasons why our children must have not cracked the entrance test this year. We understand, as I mentioned earlier, that they have not got the required exposure to the topics. As I said, they come without the sanskar of scholarship, and therefore they do not know most of the required things, required basic concepts. So they have never read such type of questions ever in their life before. That is why our catch line for entrance exams is that it will be one of the most thrilling and interesting experiences for the child to write our entrance test. And since they are not getting the required exposure, they have not been able to do the preparation. Though our papers are already put on the website, and we keep telling every student who fills up the forms for the entrance to go through those papers, I am doubtful how many of them must be catching the heat of the instruction. All of you all must be toppers at school, getting full marks very easily, and that gives us a notion that क्या होने वाला है entrance में, we are well prepared, we get full marks in school, so we will be able to write the entrance well. When you actually see the question, you are unable to even understand the question. So lack of comprehension of question, what is the question asking, that also many of you might have not been able to understand during the exam. Some of you might have fallen, or many of you might have fallen short of time. If the same paper was given to you for 2 hours instead of 1 hour, many of you could have done better. Many of you could have cracked some more questions, definitely, I'm sure. And last but not the least, this online exam, due to the constraints that we have to follow of the online exams, we can give 0 or 5 marks. The questions were such designed that if you enter your final answer correct, you get 5 marks. And if you make a smallest mistake, you directly get 0 marks. There is a very high possibility that many of you could have done the intermittent steps correct. You caught the theme of the question, you started working on it, you did some steps correct, but somewhere in between you made a silly mistake, or you made a mistake in entering the answer in the correct unit, or you just added 1 0, or you just reduced 1 0, some small mistake in the last step, and we got a wrong answer from your side and we marked you 0. If it was a partial marking, subjective marking, many of you could have got, if not 5 marks, 4.5, 4, 3, 3.5, 2, 2.5, and that could have raised your score substantially. Right now, you got either 5 or 0, and therefore, many of you could not crack the 50% criteria of entrance exam. These are the possible reasons for non-selection. So as much as I'm saying that we will need to work very hard to make ourselves eligible, we also have to give benefit of doubt. This is to the parents and of course to the students, that we will need to give a benefit of doubt to the children, that due to some infrastructural limitations, let us call, students might have not done it this year, and therefore we must give it a try. We must take a second chance. I'm really happy that you all have shown the nerve of picking it up again, not giving up, and wanting to still continue and give a second chance. Parents also, I'm happy that you have believed in your child and deciding to give a second chance, deciding to come back. Now, what will be the structure of the training program? Earlier, as declared, we were planning to make 2 batches, one exclusively for the students of 8th standard and one exclusively for the students of 7th standard. But for some reasons, Sony sir is getting busy on Saturdays. He has, of course, accepted our request of giving some special sessions, some needed advice, some expert advice, he will be with us all throughout the program. But I will be taking over this program. And since my 7th standard batch is on Wednesdays, and I have already received some payments from my 7th standard students, I as an ethic, once we get a payment, we do not cancel the batch. Coincidentally or fortunately, there were no payments from our 8th standard batch, so I had the liberty of shifting our 8th standard batch on Wednesdays. Timing will remain the same, 7 to 9. Now, a question or a doubt that many of you parents may have, that what will happen when our children will sit with 7th standard children, छोटे बच्चे हैं, उनके साथ हमारे बच्चों का नुकसान होगा क्या? Let me clear this point. These are the 7th standard students, only 7, or another 3-4 may get added, 10 to 12 students who have shown the nerve of attending my 12 lecture series, who have shown the nerve of appearing for the entrance exam, and who have shown the interest of getting trained even after getting ducked from the entrance exam. So they definitely deserve a better respect. No need to feel that they are young and we are old and therefore our children will get affected. Secondly, at least on the group, there are 30 children of 8th standard, depending on how many of them actually get enrolled for the program. Maybe there will be more 8th standard students and less 7th standard students in the batch, and therefore the program will be driven by the pace of 8th standard students. 7th standard students will have to catch up if they are falling slightly slow. Third, and the most important thing I would like to bring to your notice, does age really matter? And just because our students are chronologically 1 year older or in a higher standard, are they really that much more mature than the 7th standard students that we need to make this a very big subject of concern, that why to merge two batches? We can give good justice to all the students. The structure of training program will be, it will be based on the typical competitive exams that students give. As said, students that came with a background of scholarship used to do much better at entrance in our M. Prakash Institute, and therefore the basic theme, basic topics will be the essential topics from scholarship curriculum. As the students are already in 8th standard and scholarship also being transferred to 8th standard, we will also take reference of Ganit Pravinya Prajna topics to discuss the basic concept. Concept is same, call it scholarship, call it IPM, call it Prajna, call it Bhaskaracharya Pratishthan, concept is same. And after they have understood the concept, they should be in a position to solve good questions. I will be giving medium, difficult and challenging questions for homework. There will not be any easy questions. Questions which are of school level, mechanical, all such questions will be critically avoided for our practice worksheets, because we are scanning the students, training the students for eventually for IIT JEE training, which is probably the highest academic program of engineering in India and even abroad, if I'm not overstating. So if we are aspiring for a program like JEE, we should not start too low. The questions will be definitely interesting, challenging, and there will be qualitative discussion of these questions in the next class. I will underline the word qualitative discussion because I am expecting the students to raise to a certain level by themselves to maintain the pace of the program. High-end questions on each topic will be given along with the topic for the high-end students of standard 7 and 8. Those whose hungers are not satiated with the medium, difficult, challenging, और भूखे हैं उनको और खाना खिला सकते हैं, खाने की कोई कमी नहीं है. We are math rich culture at MPI. So please never have any doubt के भूख मिटेगी कि नहीं. भूख से बहुत बहुत ज्यादा है. I am the smallest person of maths at MPI. Starting from me as the kindergarten trainer at MPI, we have right up to Prakash sir, who all of us are absolutely inclined and dedicated to give the best to the deserving child. I have already posted on the group, one of our children, Aditya MV, is a child who is entering 9th standard now, and we located this child in 6th standard along with another child, Siddharth, and then 2-3 more children. Prakash sir is personally training these 4-5 children for the last 4 to 5 years with efforts that has no words. And Aditya is representing India today at the International Mathematical Olympiads. A team of 6 students selected from all over India. So this is the kind of culture we have. So we will have enough practice, and there are so many godfathers for me. And a right child, if I locate any child who's really going fast and I'm too small for him, I will readily transfer him to all our senior teachers right up to Prakash. So have no apprehensions. We will try and discuss all past entrance papers and extra practice papers will be given from time to time. The final aim of this program is to make the child ready to read and understand good questions. And of course, we will always try and groom the child on time management also, because eventually if he has to write our entrance exam in the end, time should not be the factor that will cut his result down. So we will definitely groom him on time management also. When this is the commitment I'm giving from my side, I definitely expect a very, very genuine commitment from the student and from the parents also. It is a very humble request to all the parents not to engage the children in too many activities. If you are really inclined to put your child in a Prakash Institute next year, children will need enough mental space to give the required focus and attention and penetration into the course. So please do not engage the students in too many activities, this class, that class, that class. I would humbly like to say that M Prakash Institute's even pre-foundation program is one of its kind.
टीचर आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
आपके माइक में कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी बेटा? Others can listen to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Prathamesh, please check your mic, dear.
Yes, teacher, your voice is coming now.
Okay, great. So I would really want the students to have a very focused approach. Try to reduce all unnecessary shoots that you are carrying with you. This class, that class, that class, that class. Definitely don't cut short on your physical activity. If it comes for a choice of one of the classes, pre-foundation program of M Prakash or my daily football activity, I would want you to go for your football if you are that tightly packed. Definitely keep at least 1 hour for your physical activity, keeping aside everything, because that 1 hour of physical activity is going to make you ready to take these mental, I will not call it pressures, but mental challenges that you are expected to take. But keep a focused approach, cut short on all other non-essential activities. If the kind of input I'm going to give you, the kind of homework I'm going to put you on, you will need to put at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours of daily work, because it is going to be a qualitative work. We are not going to solve 100 questions mechanically. We may solve only 25 questions, but each question will be like a jewel. Each question will teach you something. Each question will enlighten you, will bring growth in you. And if you do it with real involvement, you will experience an aha moment with every question. It will be like a chocolate, majali prastakam, if you give the right input in the right spirit. Whatever work you do, I would want a systematic documentation of your work, because I may summon your notebook at any point of time. I will not entertain any doubt which is asked to me by just reading the question and putting a comment, Nai Kalla, I will send you back. When you come with a doubt, I will ask you your attempts. And if I find your attempts are inadequate, I will not entertain the doubt. I will send you back, because thinking again and again and again in a qualitative fashion stretches your capacity to handle questions, and that gives you from within a capacity to crack problems, the kind of capacity that you will need to sustain at MPI Foundation, at IIT JEE, and further in IITs. You need to be self-learners, and we will inculcate that habit and that discipline right from now. I will solve every genuine doubt. Till then, I will keep sending you back. Try again, show me your attempt. Try again, show me your attempt. Try again, show me your attempt. So learn to ask pinpointed doubts. And if you have to really cut through and get your doubts solved, make it as genuine as possible. You have to try and understand the concept. Talk to the problem. If you're not being able to understand the problem, read it again. Translate it in your mother tongue. Decode the problem in small parts. Do it again. Do it again. See where you are, what you're applying, what formula you're applying in that problem, what concept you're applying the problem. And as Prakash sir popularly says, when you get the first solution of the problem, the journey has not ended, it has started. Normally, when we get the answer, Yahoo, thak, book closed. At M Prakash, when we get the answer, Yahoo, I'm finding second solution. I'm finding third way. I'm finding an effective way. I'm finding a more interesting way. So doing a problem once does not finish the problem, it starts the problem. So your homework is going to be qualitative. I want you to get involved in the problem. I want you to feel interested in the subject, because if you are pushed by your parents and if you are coming here with wrong intentions or wrong aspirations, you will not sustain. And that is the wrong way of doing anything. If you don't fall in love of the subject, you will not be able to handle the huge volume of the subject, as you will need to handle it in the coming 3 years and in the IIT program. So you will need to be self-learners, lovers of the subject, and that can be inculcated with the quality inputs and correct approach. I will be with you in inculcating that approach. I will not give you any ready-made answers. At the bottom of every solution, our discipline is we write ILT. I learned that. Every problem teaches you something. And you write it at the bottom of the problem. What did this problem teach me? I learned this. Wow, majali. Wow, majali. So you will be in a chocolate tub. I expect this input from students in this program. Coming to the practice, as already mentioned, we will be referring to the Navneet Digest for scholarships. So it will be good if you buy Navneet Digest for 8th standard scholarship maths as a ready reckoner. I will be referring to some questions from that. I will also be referring to some questions from Ganit Prabhutva book. It is by the Mumbai Ganit Adhyapak Mahamandal. The copies are available at Verma Book Center, Upper Burmansok, and the telephone number is also there. You all can note down this number, ensure that the copies are there, and you may buy both these books. They will be of great help. Apart from that, on our website of M. Prakash Academy, we have our past papers posted, papers as well as the papers sorted topic wise along with their solutions. But I would recommend on a personal level, please don't jump on the solutions. I mean, don't go to the solutions as much as possible, because seeing the answer is the worst thing that anybody can do. Don't see the answers, but you can see the questionnaires. It's a begin to win series in which we have sorted the papers topic wise. Otherwise, whole papers also. I definitely want you to see through the papers to see the difficulty level with which students were writing their entrance exams with us, and they were cracking those entrance exams, and compare your entrance exam paper. Then you will come to know कितना गहरा पानी है और अपन को कितना नीचे जाना है. Okay. And we also have our papers, because on the website we have papers from 2015 onwards. So a few papers before 2015, I think it is 2014 backwards to, if I'm not wrong, 2003-4. All those papers are in the printed booklet format available at our office. Our Siddharth Towers head office of M. Prakash Academy, ahead of Karishma Society. You all can physically visit over there and collect your copies. They are available for free. But as I talked to my office assistant today, she has informed that our office will be closed for summer vacations from 21st of May to 30th or 31st of May. So if you all are interested in taking your copy, you can take your copy before 20th or after 1st June. That will have questions in our entrance exams before 2015. So you have too much study material. You will fall short of time. You will never fall short of questions. So after every topic, we will be doing these questions. Some of these questions, some questions will be given by me as a mandatory practice material. Rest depends on every child. Jitni bhook hai, utna kha jao. As already mentioned, we intend to enable independent thinking in the child, so it will be refraining from spoon feeding. Parents also, those parents, I would really invite parents also, those who've been interested in maths or those who have taken careers which are related to maths, engineering, or some other careers in which you have done maths at some point of time, but for many years now you're out of touch. Please try to do these questions. They're extremely interesting. They are brain teasing, brain appeasers. They will stimulate you beyond any chai, coffee, cold drink. You will get catapulted, and you will jump into the questions with the child, and the whole process will be much more interesting if the whole family starts enjoying it. And whenever you are discussing with the child the questions, please refrain from spoon feeding, giving ready-made answers, because that kills the whole purpose. We want to stimulate, to tease your brain, the brain of your child. So don't give ready-made answers. Let him think till he drops. At the point where he drops, maybe you can give a very small hint, or just point out to some word in the question which will again put him on some thinking. So please don't give ready-made answers, and don't take pleasures in showing how you have solved the question. हे बघ मी सोडून दाखवलं, तुला का नाही आलं? तुम्हाला सोडवायची मजा येत असेल तर तुमची वही करा. And this is on a very serious note. Even when we do these questions, some of the entrance papers Prakash sir has himself said, and me being a scholarship teacher, he used to give it to me to check the difficulty level, that you will be a better judge whether we can give this this difficulty level questions to our entrance students, and literally the questions were challenging to me also. So enjoy and develop interest. Students should also develop interest. They should grow at the end of the year. At the end of the year, they should have a feeling that yes, where was I when I started this program and where am I today? The application, the understanding, the capacity of the child should grow substantially. He should become mature. That is the purpose of this program. And then they will be correct students to take our foundation program. It is a further more fun. Once you get the kick, you are going to really enjoy the foundation program like nothing. Now, I know most of the parents will have these questions. Will this program work? Whatever we are doing in this 1 year, इसका फायदा होने वाला है क्या? बच्चों को next year MPI में admission मिलने वाला है क्या? ये हम लोग ऐसे ही कर रहे हैं, क्या होने वाला है? We will have these, parents will have these insecurities, questions, uncertainties, ambiguities. I completely understand. I myself am also a parent of M. Prakash Institute. My son has been with Prakash sir for long many years, and he's still with him. I have seen the journey. Of course, he was not in the foundation program, but he was for IIT JEE. He has cracked JEE. So I know all the blues that parents have from time to time, and I know the validity of it. I respect them. But when we ask ourselves, will the students succeed? We will need to check out on what is our definition of success. Will we call that the child has succeeded only when he has got admission to MPI next year? Is that our only criteria of success? Or even if he doesn't get into MPI next year, he has substantially grown. So many of our parents tell us that my child started sitting in a place for a long time after being admitted to MPI. उसके पहले 10-15 मिनट से ज्यादा बैठता नहीं था, अभी 1-1 घंटा 2-2 घंटा पता नहीं कैसे बैठ जाता है. उसको क्या आ रहा है क्या नहीं आ रहा है, that is secondary, but he started sitting. So has the child grown? Has the child learned to think? Has the child seen some great moments in his life? Has he started enjoying studies? Has he stopped feeling that studies are burden? It is something to be dumped. Homework is something to be dumped, written and notebooks dumped into our bags and cupboards and काय म्हणतात आपल्याला जरा साडे काय रामराई साई सुट्ट्यो करायचंय का, एकदाचा होमवर्क केला थाड 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 भया बंद केल्या हुश. का तो होमवर्क इतका आवडतोय की आपला मुलगा मुलगी आता विसरायला लागलेत बाकीच्या गोष्टी, इतका इंटरेस्ट झालाय, इतका चॅलेंज झालाय त्यांना. What is our definition of success that we will need to probably think and revise before asking ourselves the question, will the student succeed? If our definition of success is self-growth and enjoyment, and if the child is putting in the required effort, if the child is giving the required things that I have mentioned in an earlier slide, he is going to explore his capacity to the maximum. If you are a bag of 5 kg, don't compromise on 4.9 kgs. Don't compromise. I'll give you a chance to talk towards the end. Don't give a chance. Understand or compromise on 4.9 kg. I am a bag of 5 kg. I will try and fill myself up to the brim. But for 5.1 kg, I will also respect my limit. That I have done to my best capacity. And this is the best formula at any point in our life. If we have given our best to the moment at every point, we never have regrets looking back. I could have done only this much. I couldn't have done anything more than that. At that point, whatever I get into whatever college or university of my choice. For our grown-ups also, whatever perks, whatever growth we acquire in our workplace, at home, in our ambitions, whatever, if we have given our best, we never have regrets. And we don't have any apprehension in saying that I couldn't have done anything better at that point. I can slowly increase my capacity. Our back should be an elastic back, not a rigid back. But at every point, our elastic back has a capacity. We can increase it slowly by 10%, 15%. But at every point, if the child is giving his best, he is succeeding, he is enjoying without feeling frustrated, without feeling defeated at any point of time. And for me, that is success. Success is joy for me. If the child has immensely enjoyed the journey, he is successful irrespective of any formal results. It is directly proportional to the hard work and sincere work we do, and it is also directly proportional to the opportunity quotient. OQ is another term Prakash sir often uses, that at every point life gives you an opportunity. How much you make of that opportunity will decide whether you will succeed or the percentage of your success. The most you make of the opportunity. Now, all of you all are aspiring, you have taken this opportunity. In spite of not clearing the entrance exam, you have, there is someone gone on unmute. Kindly mute yourself. I'm getting little disturbance. Will someone, whoever is gone on unmute, please go on mute here. Thank you so much. So success is directly proportional to how strongly you take an opportunity. Every opportunity taken takes you close to the success, and every opportunity lost takes you away from success. So pick up one. Now, what is this opportunity? This whole attempt of 1 year, what you all are aspiring to take is one opportunity for sure. But every problem is an opportunity to learn. You want to see the answer and lose that opportunity, or you want to think on it 1 hour, 2 hours, today, tomorrow, late night. मेरे को नींद नहीं आ रही, जब तक ये प्रॉब्लम मेरा क्रैक नहीं होता ना, मेरे को नींद नहीं आ रही. रात के 12 बजे कोई बच्चा मुझे फोन या व्हाट्सएप करता, मैम आई एम रेस्टलेस, हाँ येत नहीं प्रॉब्लम वाला, I will be happy to discuss or give a hint to my child at 12 midnight. So it is an opportunity for you to learn. You want to pick it or you want to lose it is your choice. Every opportunity taken will take you one step towards whatever definition of your success, and every opportunity left will take you one step away from your success. And your hard work, sincere work, committed work, dedicated work. Today, the head of our family, Professor M. Prakash, he's touching 70s now, and he's working with such dedication. Right now, he is taking a 1 month workshop of our top 20 to 22 students of 8th standard daily in hot sun 2 to 5 with no Sunday, with no holiday. 1 month, 3 hours daily, top 20 students. That is the kind of hard work. If our head is putting, what should be the kind of hard work we should put in to feel ourselves eligible to be in the family? Check it out to yourself. You have to give your best at every point and forget the rest. Leave it to destiny, leave it to God, leave it to whatever. You don't have to think about it. Ma phaleshu kadachan karmanyevadhikar. See, you have the right to work best, and the best will come to you. If you have put in the best will come to it. We are going to put our best in this program. Once again, I will be taking over this program, so the sessions will be on Wednesdays 7 to 9. But Sunil sir has agreed to give his expert guidance. He will take a few sessions sometimes in between. I will hand over the doubts which I'm not able to do to him first. He may be able to cater because he has been taking Ganit Pravinya Pradnya IPM up to 9 standard for lot many years. So maybe we will need his help, and he is happily agreed to give some special sessions to us on this program. So from our side, we are going to give our best to this program. If you also agree, or if you also give your best, we are together. These are the program details already posted to you. And we will start, those who are attending or joining in the program, I would want you all to very sincerely go through the 12 lecture series, because I will assume that you have worked on that series. We will take few doubts, and first couple of lectures we will have a quick recap of those topics. I've already delivered on those topics, so I don't want to waste my time doing the same topics again. We can start from there on, so we will be able to do something, because there's so much more to give. So I will assume that you have done that series, you have given your best, solve the problems and everything, and we will just go a fast run through that whole series in first couple of lectures, and then start with the program. That was from my side. Yes, Prathamesh, your question.
Teacher, which study materials we need for this training program?
Did I not show the slide? Should I go back to that slide?
Yes.
If you are buying, then I would want you to buy 8th standard this thing, Navneet Digest.
Okay.
Navneet Digest for 8th standard maths, scholarship digest. Then this Ganit Prabhutva book, which is for Ganit Prabhutva Pravinya Pradnya exam. It is a book by Brihan Mumbai Ganit Adhyapak Mahamandal. It will be available at Verma Book Center, Appa Balwantsav. Telephone number is 020-2445-6525. And if you visit our main office of M. Prakash Institute at Siddharth Towers, 4th Road, you will get a booklet of our past entrance papers backward from 2014. And the papers from 2015 onwards are uploaded on our website. You will get the paper as paper, and the papers are also being assorted as under topics as Begin to Win series, along with the solutions posted. But please do not see the solutions. You can see the questions either in paper form or in topic wise divided form. So this will be the study material that we will be referring to by and large. Apart from that, I will be giving some other practice questions with every lecture, which will be different than these questions.
Okay, teacher.
Right. Any other questions? You can come on your videos so it feels more connected. Yes. Sunil sir, would you like to add anything to what I talked? Have I missed out on anything?
Hello?
Yeah, have I missed out on anything?
No. You are excellent.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving a very nice outline of the program, and I really love the fact that it's focused on the journey, and the journey has to be meaningful.
Yeah.
My question is, so now at the end of the let's say the program,
yeah,
you are So this is for the 9th standard exam, entrance exam.
Yeah.
that
Now,
is
as I said, I am merging my 7th standard and 8th standard batches. So the 7th standard students will be appearing for the 3-year program entrance at the end of the year, or rather our entrance exams start from October onwards. So our first entrance test will be in October. Those who cut through with that, their seats will be secured. Those who cannot cut through, they can take repeated attempts at the entrance exams. So if those who are right now in 8th standard will appear for the program entrance, and those who are right now in 7th standard will appear for the 3-year program entrance.
okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Can everybody come on videos? It will be great to see the children also. Kids, want to say something? Have you understood what I've explained?
Yes, miss.
It is very important that you understand that we will need to work really hard. We are building our muscle power. 12th के जेई में अगर आपको 100 किलो उठाना है तो अभी से 10 किलो से शुरू करना पड़ेगा. You cannot directly pick up 100 kg weight when you go in 12th standard. We will start with 10 kg, फिर 20, 30, 40, 50 हो जाएगा. So the culture of hard work should start from there. And then that becomes your habit. You don't feel that you're working hard. What you like to do, you like to play cricket, you can play it for hours. You like to do drawing, you can do it for hours. No? फिर घड़ी नहीं आती ना बीच में. You don't even understand. You sit for a painting and 3 hours you paint, 5 hours you paint, 5 hours you play cricket. समझ में नहीं आता. So if you start loving maths like this, are the children who bring laurels to our country, they do maths full time. They enjoy. Okay, so that is going to be the journey. Any other questions? Or we close off?
Hi, ma'am. I have already messaged you on WhatsApp.
Yeah. If put on chat or you put on my message?
On WhatsApp, I think for the Ishita's admission. So Ishita.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So those who would want to continue can make their payments now. The payment details are given. You can pay it to Sunil sir or me anywhere, like both the details are given to you, GPay and this net banking details. So you can start paying and confirm your seats now. And we will begin on 8th of June at 7 o'clock. And once again, let me underline, I expect the students to finish the 12 lecture series till then. Attending the YouTube videos, and also the PDFs are given wherein the problems, you can take a printout of those problems and start documenting or do the problems in more than one ways. We have discussed 1, 1, 2, 2 methods, but you can find some more ways, and keep your doubts ready for the first session. In our first session, we will take a recap of the first 6 lectures of the lecture series. So first 3 topics in short. So keep your doubts, genuine doubts shortlisted. आपका जो डाउट है ना वो मेरे गले में आपको हार डालना पड़ेगा. मैं लेने वाली नहीं हूँ आसानी से. I'm not going to take your doubts. You will have to convince me that you have really worked on it and now you deserve my help. Not just reading the question and nahi ala, teacher la vichar. Teacher is not going to buy. Okay. So let's work very hard. I love to work hard. You put in 100%, I will put in 300%. Promise.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
If in case a child for some reason misses the class, will we be having a recording of the missed class?
No, I would want to avoid that habit because that may encourage absenteeism.
Okay.
Since it is an online class from anywhere on the globe, you can attend the class. So please make it a point to attend the lecture. So I may or may not record. I will have to talk to my seniors at MPI whether we are making a recording of this. But even if I make a recording, I will not keep a habit of sharing the recording with the students. They have to attend the lecture. Okay. The warmth and the energies in physical lectures in classroom are so different. From that, we are shifting to this. So at least let us keep this warmth on. So no recordings. Yes. For physics and chemistry, don't worry right now. Prepare good maths base, because as it is, our entrance exams are only of maths for Prakash. And once you become a part of our family, we will catapult you in physics and chemistry. Don't worry. If you are a part of my batch, then next year maybe you are in my batch of chemistry at MPI. Okay. So we can take over. Any other questions? Right. So we close off. Let us meet on 8 June. Those who would like to be a part of this program, most welcome. And thank you so much for joining once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.